Roe v. Wade, 1973, by Kenzie Arafua and Ramon Palapel. The case takes place in Dallas, Texas, where Norma McCorvey, also known as Jane Roe, became pregnant with her third child in 1969 as she claimed the pregnancy was a result of rape. She wanted an abortion, however, it was illegal in Texas, and by the time that the case actually went to the Supreme Court, the baby had already been born. Why did McCorvey want to have an abortion for her third child?
Defendant's argument. McCorvey's lawyers, Sarah Wennington and Linda Coffey, filed a lawsuit on behalf of the U.S. federal court against their local district attorney, Henry Wade, alleging that Texas's abortion laws were unconstitutional. She claimed that Texas law deprived women of due process of law guaranteed by the 14th Amendment, and argued that a woman's decision to have an abortion was a private matter and should be protected under the concept of substantial due process. Texas law stated that abortion was illegal, except for in criminal cases. What process did Texas law violate, and what amendment guaranteed McCorvey's right to the process?
The prosecutor, Henry Wade, argued that the state had a legitimate interest in protecting the potential life of not only the unborn fetus, but as well as Miss McCorvey and her health and safety. He also argued that these laws reflected societal values and the consensus on the sanctity of human life, and feared that this case may lead to an abortion on demand and the impact that that could have on society. What were two arguments that Henry Wade used to justify Texas abortion law constitutional?
Chief Justice Warren E. Burger presided over the court. In a 7-2 decision, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of defendant McCorvey, also known as Jane Roe. It declared that the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution guarantees a fundamental right to privacy. Moreover, the court determined that while the right to abortion is fundamental, it is not absolute and must be balanced against the government's interest in protecting women's health and prenatal life. This classification of the right to an abortion as fundamental necessitated that courts evaluate challenged abortion laws via strict scrutiny, a standard requiring the government to demonstrate a compelling state of interest, and showed that the law is narrowly tailored to achieve that interest when fundamental rights or suspect classifications are at stake. What standard was used to evaluate McCorvey's abortion? Explain what the standard did. This case was a landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court, establishing that the Constitution of the United States generally protects the right to have an abortion. Consequently, the decision struck down many abortion laws, sparking on an ongoing debate in the United States surrounding abortion. Furthermore, it significantly influenced discussions about the methods the Supreme Court should employ in constitutional adjudication. Additionally, the decision laid the groundwork for the legal framework surrounding the reproductive rights and established a standard for evaluating the constitutionality of abortion related laws. Beyond its legal implications, the decision also had a positive impact on women's health by enabling access to safe and legal abortions, thereby reducing the risk associated with unsafe procedures.